noise.
Hello, welcome back to Total War Live.
Hello. I obviously just said your name, so everyone can hear me say your name. Now, to start off, we're going with a software center issue where...
If that happens on... I'm going to check that doesn't happen on this PC, because if so, that's really bad. No, it looks like we're okay. That's fine.
Okay. We're okay.
I love it when you start a live stream and Windows says, hey, we're going to restart your computer forcefully in 10 seconds. That's good. Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
Wait.
Last chance. Oh, postpone. There you go. There, you're all good.
Okay.
Sweet.
Because I don't really want
Just
to...
hide that. That's
I don't really want to restart... Oh, okay. Hidden.
It's cool. It's fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Total War Live. It's our classic, weren't technically ready intro.
Well,
we were ready. Windows wasn't. Blame
wasn't
Windows.
ready.
He's already given us one dodgy part of a stream on the first episode.
I feel really short. Did you do this on purpose?
No, I just grabbed one of the chairs from there. It was probably Grace's.
Okay.
Right, so today we are playing Records Mode, Tom.
We are.
And as the person who did the Records Mode Let's Play...
That's me.
Yeah, you should probably give us a little rundown of what that means.
To give you a rundown?
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty intense. So the rundown is just, it plays out slightly differently. So units don't have... They have bodyguard units instead of being solo units, which means they don't have duels. Now, however, when two general bodyguard units do engage, heroes will try and find each other and try and fight each other, but it's not really a duel, they'll just be fighting against each other, you know. Battles play out a bit slower. Naturally, the stamina has more of an impact, which is obviously a big one. But otherwise, you've still got all of the cool, awesome features that make 3K a great game.
Yeah, apart from duels and like some of the hero abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of the stuff that we've added to 3K works in both modes because it's still
they still did diplomacy.
Exactly.
They still did
right?
high level. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Shutdown will start at 3:13. Fantastic.
Just
don't
start.
do that maybe. But yes, but it does change a few things in the campaign map as well. So you're going to see things like for example, Lubu's epic trident halberd. More of a normal spear, you know, stuff like that,
yes,
and
it's reflecting all the armor
things that were romanticized will have been toned down a little bit. A few bits of the costumes that might not have been period correct have been switched around. So if we just pop on over to the gameplay screen, you can see us here. So I'm going to squeeze in a little bit. So we are playing as Ma Teng today.
We are
General of the West, Protector of the West. The West, that's right. And you can see that we're about 27 turns in here, so just under 30. And I didn't actually try to do this, but what's happened is we've ended up in a very similar situation to where we ended up with Yuan Shao, but on the opposite side. So Yuan Shao is at war with us. He's formed a mega coalition, and whilst that's all been happening, Dong Zhou, of course, the tyrant, has been fallen. Fell, I guess. Lots of intrigue going on there. Loads of civil wars and horrible turmoil, which has left Dongmin, the heir, in charge. Lubu, I think, has gone off to join another faction. As far as I'm aware, we might see him though. That would be pretty nasty if that does happen. But whilst all this chaos was kicking off, we marched into Chang'an and took the Child Emperor. So we're kind of where we left off in romance mode in Records. It's pretty cool.
And with a different character.
With a different character. Yeah. So we're carrying on, sort of.
Quick one. So Tabriel just asked, is this gameplay the same as the YouTube video about Ma Teng, which was made by Jordan? And it's not, just to let you know.
No, this is separate Let's Play. We are playing the same character as Jordan played, but it's separate, and we'll probably go a bit further into the game than Jordan did, as he was showing a bit more of the early game, I think.
Yes, he was,
Yeah, so as you can see, we've got, if we could put it into diplomacy.
This is where you've been playing it through this week, and you've got through to this point.
So the Han Emperor are our vassal, and we'll see them slowly capitulate over time. But whilst we've got them, we're making quite a lot of cash out of them. So you can see we're getting 1.5 thousand from their tributaries, which is pretty nice. Pretty good. Whilst that's all kicking off, though, Yuan Shao, as I said, has formed this mega coalition up here. Wang Quang has actually been quite aggressive. He's moved down into Luoyang, take that trade point. Liu Biao is also at war with us, including his vassals as well. We've got the remnants of Dong Zhou's empire up here in Anding. And the Toolmaker resource, of course, will be pretty familiar to you, Tom.
It's very familiar.
Yeah.
Played many a battle there.
And then Liu Jiang here has also declared war on us. So we've got quite a lot of things happening, but we're in a pretty stable-ish position. knock on wood. So we'll see what happens there. So as you can see,
yeah, last time that didn't happen.
Yeah,
we were like, this is going to be great. This is just, these things are going to happen. Definitely. None of that happened.
Liu Jiang here is marching a very small army up. Liu Jiang not very strong militarily, so we don't have to worry too much about him. I've got my stack here that's been chasing off this little army led by Niu Fu here, one of Dong Min's forces. And we've also got Yu Jin here, who is marching into Yinjiang to take the horse pasture. So we'll do that quickly now, actually. So this is one of the Pyrrhic victory, really? Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess we'll start. Oh, we're actually pretty low on numbers, aren't we?
Yeah. Ooh. You can do it then.
Nasty. All right, well, let's give it a go. Straight into the battle.
Got a question from YouTube chat.
Yes.
Mario asks, how many turns per year do we get?
There's 5 turns per year, 5 seasons, which is a little sort of historical nod to the 5-season calendar that they had in ancient China. So you've got your spring, summer, autumn, and winter. But in between autumn and summer is the harvest season. Yep. So there you go. It's almost harvesting season, as Dan Suso says.
Yes, he does, yeah. You said that before you said
oh,
harvesting
apparently this is my first battle in 3 Kingdoms. It's not. We're just loading this up on a different battle.
Is it?
Ooh, this is quite a weak settlement, actually. Oh, you've seen this one before, haven't you? This is the horse pastures.
Yes, it is. Because I was just flying around and having a look at all the horses in there.
Yeah, so this is quite a remote little bit of land, so they don't actually have many... you
can see the horses.
Oh, this guy's having a little nap. Oh, I like this a lot.
Living in pretty premium economy.
I know, right? This is good. Good life for these horses.
Unattended, though.
Unattended, yeah, because it's literally just like a little horse pasture, right? So basically, this is a little settlement where they'll just sort of roam the plains looking for nice horses and then get them ready for us. Not supposed to be defending against the siege, but we've come in to try and help them out. This was originally our settlement, but Dong Min took it away from us. So there we go.
Causing trouble. This is in records mode.
We are playing in records mode, yeah. So this is the historical mode. So you'll notice, for example, all our generals here in their retinues. So here we've got Yu Jin, who's our commander. We've also got Yang Yi here, who is our vanguard. He's going to be pretty useful. Calm down. And then we've also got Gu Jia, who I think is a legendary strategist. You can see he's got a pretty nice robe there as well. Pretty good.
Getting jealous of his robe.
I know, right? I wish I had that robe. As far as our front line, we've got some axe bands and some Jian sword guard. These guys are pretty good at holding the line. They're a little bit battered because we've been in a few different conflicts.
I have a question for you. What level is the strategist? Do you have formation?
He's only level 2 right now, but I think we do have the shield.
Oh, nice.
So we can use that for a little bit of protection from their range if we have any. Probably should have checked their army. I never do. We've also got some mounted Lancer militia, quite a few of it, coming with our vanguard.
Quite weak general. You've got them.
Yeah, but they're cav, right? So you don't need that many numbers. So I might just set up like a little sort of flanking force over here. We'll put them into a group, and then these guys here can be our left-hand side, and then we'll put them in a group as well. I'm going to lock them up, and let's get this battle off. We've got a few archers as well from our strategists, so we should be in a good position. So I'm going to move these guys up. Now I think they are there. Yeah, they are actually running by default. So we're going to put them into walk mode because, as you said, Tom,
stamina's pretty
big.
Yeah, so you want to be basically your stamina will affect how much damage you do, and what your damage defense is as well. So the more stamina you have, the more effective you'll be in combat. Which, guess what, Michael? That's logical.
That's life, baby.
That's how fighting works. Less tired equals better fighting.
Right, so they're just marching out. This is like a western, this. Look at that big rock formation.
And the music at that point.
Yeah, I know, right? So they're marching out. I feel like they're trying to get that hill here, maybe hold it for us. They can see us coming around the left-hand side here, or our left-hand side. Quite a few units of cav, a little bit stronger than us as well. They've also got this cavalry captain as well, who's going to be a bit tonk. But we do have our vanguard general, so hopefully we can just outnumber them.
Kamikaze said the Emperor's not where we were in the last playthrough. It's because this is a completely different playthrough, just happens to be in a very similar scenario.
Yes.
So yeah, that's that.
Right, so I'm actually going to hold these guys here. Stop, so let's brace. Brace for that charge. Yeah, nice, just got in there. few archers firing in.
Are
and then
you worried about this?
Yeah, I am very worried about that. So I'm going to use my archers to start firing in on those cavalry there. I'm going to set up my generals over here to try and sort of block them off a little bit. You'll notice that we're getting a little bit of damage on this cavalry here, but we do have an infantry captain coming in, which we need to work about a little bit. Keep fighting there, and then we'll just wrap around that Chancellor Guard.
Our men are running! The spineless coward!
Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Let's bring that cavalry out now because I feel like we're going to get a little bit surrounded if we're not careful. These guys have noticed that we've popped the cavalry over, so they're not feeling just as confident, although we've opened up a little bit of a hole there, so I'm just going to retreat, try and make a little bit of a brace to protect our archers, keep our archers firing in and take them out of that skirmish mode so they can do a little bit more damage. Feeling like a shoutcaster here, doing a lot of words.
You're going for that vibe,
yeah.
Which, you know, is fine. Your cav are quite bogged down.
Yes, yeah, these guys got a bit stuck there. I kind of want to wrap around, but I feel like it's going to take so long to get there.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm software changes are.
Yeah, good.
I don't know if people can actually hear that, by the way.
We can.
We can. That's what.
That's why we get really alarmed really randomly.
Yeah, let's start wrapping my cav around here. Because
I'm concerned about your front line, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not fantastic, but we are wrapping our cavalry round, as I said. So hopefully we can do a little bit more damage.
Battlefield.
Oh, these guys went for a charge. Don't remember asking them to do that. That's fine. Bring them out now. Now, as we said, stamina is going to be a big issue here, so running all the way across the map is probably going to hurt us a little bit in the long run, but we're going to get our general cavalry
in here. And they're tired, so you
yes.
should have a bit of an advantage there.
Don't want our strategists
not hopefully,
charging in there, but let's keep our archers firing. They've already routed one of those cav units. We'll send our axes into the back of the other one. Oh, no, careful. That's fine. They're going in for the main line.
But yeah, you'll notice that strategists have less of a bodyguard retinue than others. That's just obviously defining kind of the strengths of those characters.
The enemy unit flees.
So there's still
cowards.
The ways in which the heroes are stronger and weaker in romance mode. It's still similar to how they'll play in records mode. They'll just have it reflected in their cavalry instead. So I think the damage that the general deals due to their instinct trait, for example, will be how much damage their unit will do. So we're using that. Yeah, there we go. There's the restart. Lovely.
Sorry, chat.
Yeah, we can't actually see chat now, unfortunately. If you can slightly read it on the TV screen.
That's a good idea, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Right. Archers can now focus just firing in on those. These guys can just get round, and I'm going to use my general cavalry here, and the ones that just turned up to do a nice big rear charge. These guys I struggle to get out, so they're just going to have to hold them down. They're the ones who seem to be struggling the most, so let's get in the back of these G Militia. Big charge now, please. There we go. That's what we wanted. Right into the back of those G Militia, and that's probably going to finish them off. So we'll get that cav to pull back out now. We've got another big charge coming in.
You're back, chat, on a very small screen on my
Nice. Here we go. General's coming in for the second charge now. Right into the back of the spear guard. Oh, nice crunching charge there, and we'll pull them back out as well. Just keep doing that hammer and anvil. Oh, we're exposed now. I think we've actually, we've lost our cavalry battle.
The enemy unit
trying to pull my archers around to the side a little bit so they can start firing in on those Lancer Militia.
Balance of power's creeping your way.
Yeah, these guys are struggling now. You'll see that there's a lot of damage being dealt to them. They did manage to squeeze into one of my archer units. We're going to pull them back out.
Charging your strategist, it's bold play.
It's fine. He's fine. He's a big boy. He's got a nice robe on. My front line has gotten a bit messy now.
Your front line has got very messy.
Firing kind of crumbled. These guys are just coming back. Yeah, they're starting to rout now. Now, this is my issue now. So let's pull my cav back out. To be honest, all that cavalry, very useful because it meant that we had lots and lots of distraction tactics going on. As you can see, most of those archers now we can pull over to the right-hand side and start firing in on the other cavalry units. We're going to see some of them start to rout off now as they see most of their units dying. I'm actually going to pull my generals out because I'm a little bit worried about them, especially my sentinel who's taken a little bit of damage there. Only on 18 units now. They're completely routed, so we can start reforming. So let's move those guys over here as well as that cavalry unit as well. And then the rest of these lads, they're just going to start making a nice little front line over here. And our archers can just start finishing off that unit, and that's going to be the end of the battle.
Arivan, I think maybe is how you say it, asked how did your units of like less strength stand against enemies of full strength? And it's because like Wheels kind of compressed them into that area and funneled them in, which meant because they couldn't get flanked around, it was a matter of time. If you'd have just fought that out, you would have lost.
Also worth noting that I'm using Gen Sword Guard, who are a proper infantry unit, against militia units. So the militia units are always going to struggle. The only proper unit they had was that Spear Guard. They were quite far back, so they didn't do as much damage. And also they're more of a protective unit as well.
Yes.
So there you go.
But ultimately, you might not have... That would have been quite a close engagement if that just fought like that endlessly. But because the cap obviously eventually came around, you managed to,
there you go.
to do everything there to answer that question.
Alrighty.
Do you enjoy this tiny chat on my phone?
Yeah, no. Well, I can still read it, so that's all that matters. We're working on the updates, though. It's
25% free.
Yeah, 25%. We can't see YouTube anymore, unfortunately. Sorry, YouTube. We will get back to you. And let's have a nice real rehydration. My strategist just died. Didn't hear that.
Why did you charge him in? You were like, this will be fine. Pretty died when you said this will be fine as well.
Oh, God. That's funny. Oh, well. Rip. Big F's in chat, please, for my strategist.
What's the name?
Gorgia. Oh, well.
Gone forever now.
Yeah, well, that's classic mode for you.
For our labours.
Right, well, time to replace my dead general, and the only person that we have here is my son, who is played by my dad. So Ma Chao here, so basically when a character dies, their retinue looks for a new leader. So Ma Chao here is going to come in, and I might as well keep these units, because then I can at least just retrain them into cavalry units.
Because the reason that we've just said about the Ma Chao thing is because you're playing as Ma Teng.
Yes.
And the plan is that Wheels would play as Ma Teng until he can't play in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then we'd work out maybe getting rid of him, and I'd become Ma Chao and take over as running the stream.
Because for the third stream in this series, and by the way, let's have a little look at the schedule. I think it's number 5 input. Is it number 5?
Anything could happen right now.
I think it's this one. There it is. Yes. Here's our schedule. So
it's meant to be like that.
Yeah, no, I wanted it to be a little bit see-through, but I didn't anticipate the UI. There we go. That's a little bit more legible now. Get away from the trees. There we go. So, yeah, today is the 27th. We've got 3 weeks once again of Ma Teng. Plenty of action to come your way. We'll be joined next week. Will it be the two of us again? Who knows?
I think so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. We're the record mode experts now, you know. So,
we are, it's true.
Yeah. So make sure you join us for all of those streams, and we're going to have a fun time. But as I said, for that third and final one, I will not be here, so Tom will be taking over. So we'll try and get Ma Teng to die, so that Ma Chao will become the new faction leader, and then it will feel appropriate.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So another thing that you'll see with
PC's back.
Yay! Another thing that you'll see with records mode. That's it's password. It's fine.
Don't IT will hear.
Yeah, another thing with records mode is, of course, the skills will change a little bit. So you'll see that the more like character-centric skills that we have in these middle 3.
Little purple icon.
Yeah, they're purple now. Have you seen that?
Well, just now, yeah.
Yeah, they've color-coded a few of the icons. A few people in chat were asking if this is a newer build, and this was Monday's build, Monday's nightly build, I believe. So we are more up to date now.
So we were 2 weeks old last week.
Yeah, we were. So this one, this version of the game, of course, the skills will be slightly different. So you won't see those big area of effect damage spell kind of abilities. This one's going to be a bit more standardized. So this will enable scare though, which is pretty handy. A nice fearful general was always good, and it gives it more damage output. So we'll grab that skill. As for Ma Chao himself, let's have a look here. Could go for passion. Go for
Gak said, why are there no loudspeaker PA system voices?
I'm very sorry, Gackers, that we fixed that bug. We're gutted that we did. Fatigue resistance in records mode, an even more important skill, I reckon.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty big. Let's go for that. I'll give him some more help.
The skills are different as well. As obviously they don't have abilities on battle.
Here's Ma Chao's skills.
YouTube chat, you are now back.
Hello, YouTube chat. So, yeah, this guy's sick. When he's your heir, gives you minus 15% upkeep for your Qiang units, which are our special ones, plus 15 armor for all shock cavalry, and plus 15% melee damage for all shock cavalry, faction-wide.
That's pretty good.
Which is huge. If we look at Ma Teng himself, that's on top of, he does have a poor background, so we don't get as much income at the start. But he gives us 100% more income from Silk and Spice, which is handy because he's right near the Silk Road. And 10% plus 10 melee damage to shock cavalry. So shock cavalry in this army, really incredibly powerful.
You're not using any followers, is that on purpose?
What, a Ma Teng?
And anyone.
Yeah, let's have a look. So we've got faster siege escalation, plus 10% income in ministry commandery.
You want to go for a faction
We want a
leader
faction-wide one. Trade influence would be pretty sick. Income
That's
from
pretty
industry
good.
is pretty good, but I don't know if
How
we're
much
making much
industry
income
are you
from industry right now.
Bit.
210,
500.
504. Yeah, that's not bad actually. Let's go for that. So we'll get income from industry, and that's going to improve his instincts as well, which is actually going to max him out.
Whoa.
Ma Teng is becoming Lu Bu levels of powerful here. It's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right.
I've lost the question. Someone said, what's your favourite unit?
Favorite unit?
Oh, it's Einstein Joe.
Azure Dragons. Azure Dragons is so good. Let's have a look at the reform streak, by the way. So we've been going down this yellow chain here. So you can see it's increasing our income from peasantry, then all sources, then industry, and finally plus 40% from silk. Plus 40% from silk when you're on the Silk Road is pretty tasty. We've also got a little bit of military supplies here, which is handy. And I've increased my trade influences a little bit, which has also unlocked us some repeating crossbowmen.
Very,
nice.
very powerful.
Yeah,
and
very
featured in the recommends last time.
Yeah,
they were heavy repeating crossbowmen.
Yes, true. These ones are slightly less armoured. But one thing I am actually going to have to go for in a couple turns is I need to get some population growth, because we are literally like hitting 0 on some of our, because the public order is so bad. So yeah, current -92 public order.
Not great.
Right. So we've got that little small army there, which I'm not too worried about. I think even a garrison force can kill that off. But apart from that, we need to start moving up to Anding. And then you'll also notice, as I said, Yuan Xiao is coming at me. He's coming at me. He's also got Wang Quang there in support. Not huge armies, but still need to be worried about. So Ma Teng is my main force. So what I might have to do is start marching him down this road here. Start going after him. Strike while the iron is hot. Let's have a little look at our court as well, bring you up to speed. So Pang De is one of the only 3 generals that you start with. Really? Is, yeah, pretty crazy. And then we've also got, of course, Ma Chao as my heir. Ma Teng is my faction leader. If we look at my family tree, we've got Hanan Yu is married to Ma Chao, so that is actually one of what's his name? Han Sui's daughters. So
was it part of a deal?
Yes, well, so he's in an alliance with me, so I wanted to have like a nice strong bond with him. So so we went for that marriage deal. So Ma Chao also can start producing his own heirs as well, which is good. And then Ma Chao and Ma Chu, I'm assuming that's the pronunciation, will also come of age at some point as well, which is good.
Could you just click on your court again for a second?
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
that's bad. What was that?
What would have caused that?
I don't know.
Didn't click on
sorry
anything.
guys. Give us a sec.
Come back.
That's not good, is it?
That's not good.
This is why we don't use new builds.
This is why we usually pick one that's stable. Obviously, yep, paying F for respects.
It's research and development? What? No, it's currently in development, is what I meant to say. So we're always going to...
We will,
grab
of
crashes.
course, yes, encounter some bugs. Yeah,
the thing is, usually at this sort of... thanks, Sega. Usually at sort of this juncture...
You have taken your first steps
of course,
into a much
had to
larger
release,
world.
move the release date
China
a little bit
is
back, as everyone
changing.
knows.
Can people
And
hear
it
us,
takes
by the way?
only
I don't know,
the
it's quite loud.
slightest breeze to send
but
a petal into the air. Where will this wind of change take you?
hopefully not to another crash. Hopefully. But yeah, as devs put in new features or new fixes, it can break other things, as we said, which is just kind of the nature
It cannot
of
be contained.
Yeah.
And so spreads and multiplies.
I do like these,
On
but they're not
many
great for when you're
fronts
trying to
now
talk.
wage
There we go.
war.
Done. Right. So yeah, as we said, it can cause issues with stability on more recent builds, which of course can lead to crashes. So annoyingly, we'll have to do that again. But it was an auto resolve. Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Hopefully Guruji doesn't die this time. He's now alive. As Grace said in the chat, the dong was too big.
It is ours by right.
Someone asked before we had the crash.
Yeah.
They said, "What are the speech bubbles on people's names?" You can
Yes. So if we left click on Ma Teng, so you can see these little speech bubbles. This is actually showing you whether or not you get on with the people in the region with you. As you can see, Ma Teng, nobody likes him because he's careless, cruel. He's also intimidating and reckless and greedy. Not a nice guy. Not many people get on with him, to be honest.
Look how nice he is. Look how happy he is.
He's a bit of a tyrant himself.
Ma Chao has actually got the same dealio.
Well, he's my son, isn't he? So
yeah, but I mean, in terms of in his in that army, everyone's also unhappy with each other.
Oh, in
of course, he's
Gojiers.
not there anymore.
Yes,
now,
yes. Well, these
so
guys
no,
actually,
when Ma Chao was in there, they were all.
These guys actually get on, so they're all fine. But yeah, that's some of the issues you encounter with these larger-than-life personalities, such as Ma Teng. Right, so let's move him back over there, shall we?
Ya FM's what's Ma Teng's faction bonus?
We actually just had a look at that. He gets quite a few, so he's going to give you that melee damage to shock cavalry, as well as increasing the amount of silk that you get from income. He's got a special building chain as well, which gives you food and military supplies in one, which is pretty nice. And he also has a pretty hefty special unit, which if we look at his military tab, so these are the Chiang Raiders and Chiang Hunters. So he's got a special version of the ranged cavalry, and he's also got those melee sword cavalry as well, which are pretty good.
Yeah. Papa in YouTube chat saying that you're save scumming.
I am technically unintentionally save scumming. Apologies, but that's fine, I reckon. Right, the only other thing that I wanted to do was just upgrade my silk trader. Silk traders are awesome because not only do they give you silk income, but they increase all other silk incomes as well. So it's literally building a silk road between all the settlements, which is really nice.
Comrade Commodore answered the unit size question for us in there, which we're going to be talking about unit sizes later on. Basically, that's it. Not today. Today we're talking about classic.
Flaming shot. It's got to be flaming shot, isn't it? Oh, he's got another one as well.
Mode.
Ranged armor piercing damage. Oh, fantastic. Fugan, my man.
Fantastic.
Fugan's actually on an assignment right now.
What are your thoughts on the new purple colour?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know why purple was the colour selected.
It used to be red.
Yeah, well, it was red if it was really urgent, and
That was
white if it was just sort of mediocre one. So I can actually see a little bit into Yuan Xiao's coalition over here because of my hand vassal. So they're feeding me a little bit of information on his military movements, which is interesting. There we go. Liu Dai has signed a peace treaty. That's over there. And we've also got...
Purple stands out.
Purple does stand out quite a lot, to be fair. My guest house is finished completing in Chang'an, which is nice. A few more people of merit. That's changed as well, the text there. It used to be Imperial recommendations.
Huh.
And we've gained a nice wooden dog. That's cute, isn't it?
Who are you going to give the wooden dog to?
Oh, that's a good question.
Someone needs to have a wooden dog.
Can we reach him? We're currently in March, so I don't think... Oh, no, we can still get to it. So let's go after Sangmengen and start pushing south as well. Guys, let us know what you think about the audio levels as well.
I've seen a couple maybe saying too loud, but not enough, not significant enough.
Yeah, the game's quite loud, I think. We're hearing it in our ears is quite loud, but we never know if that's representative of how it goes out. We've actually captured one of their generals. We could employ him, but I'm not really that keen on him. He's only a level 1.
Quite old as well.
Yeah, he's a bit of an old boy. 500 income? It's not to be sniffed at.
I'm trying to think what your income was. You haven't got much. You're not doing...
Well, I'm not like...
I'm really
a grand. Yeah.
Let the captives go.
Let's get some
We
replenishment
have
as well.
need of courageous warriors.
Yes, we do. Oh, damn. Like the wind. Not satisfied with winning the battle, our general overtakes the retreating enemy troops and lays a successful ambush, further reducing the numbers that can stand against us. Hot dog. Thank you, Hanan Yu. Married into the family and making a name for herself. Right. Let's move you south. So yeah, as you can see, Liu Jiang kind of has a lot of the territory around here. This little region here, this little like basin, lots of really cool settlements in here. There is a weapon craftsman here, which is very nice. Unfortunately owned by my vassal. But down here there is also an armor craftsman, and you can get some pretty cool ancillaries for it. And I might actually have a look.
Good to see you.
Annex them.
I know you can't annex the Han.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Could you trade with them for that settlement?
I could trade territory, yes. But if we look at trades ancillaries, I wonder if they've got...
I might just quickly reduce some of the audio. By some of the audio, I mean the audio.
Yeah, just bring the game volume down a smidge, I reckon. Just a smidge. Don't do a Jordan.
No, I won't. My theme says hi.
Huh? Hello, Izzy. How you doing, my friend? Right, so as for Ma Teng, you can now start moving into Loyang. Might actually take this trade port. Yes. Might actually take this trade port because they've not got a super strong force. Oh, they've got a lot of archers, though. What have we got here? Decent amount of troops. We can at least besiege them. And we've got the Han Empire to our north helping us out. Don't want to go too close because then they'll just get the reinforcements. Down 5%. I think that's a good level now. Let's walk back a tiny bit just so that if they come and attack us, they won't be in reinforcement range. No, I meant my force. That's fine. But I am worried that Yuan Shao did have an army around here, and I don't know where it's gone. Oh, it might have been that one, actually. Yeah, there we go. Pretty weak. Yeah, pretty weak. Pretty tattered. And we need to start looking after Liu Biao as well, because he might start moving after the Han.
Yeah, FM saying spreading thing, take out the Dong.
We do need to take out the Dong. So we've got Eugene here, recuperating his forces. We'll move him towards the border. It's a warmer climate as well, which is nice. And I actually might, seeing as these guys are quite low level, start getting into repeated crossbowmen. Yeah. So these repeated crossbowmen, I think they have a slightly smaller range.
They do. Their range is actually significantly shorter.
So if we, so you can extend. By the way, you can extend these to have a look at every single Total War stat as you'd be more familiar with. So the range on a repeated crossbowman only 100 in comparison to our archers who are 200. Yep. So literally half the shooting distance.
But it's quite good to have them in tandem because obviously then you can have your archers firing initially, but those repeated crossbowmen will really start firing.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Closer, yeah.
And which one of these is?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm back again. I got invited.
Get it again. Yeah, range attack rate is 4 in comparison to. Oh no, it's not that one. There's a reload rate. I can't remember which one it is. Never mind, it's fine. Basically, their reload rate is super quick, so they fire loads of rounds at once, like a little machine gun, which is pretty nice. Yeah, these guys are probably going to die of attrition, so don't even need to worry about them. They'll just die in the snow. Pretty cruel, but that's how we play it. And yeah, just a slow winter. We've got a few buildings that we can have a look at as well. Hangzong is currently building our silk trader there. Bit worried about public order. Public order is another one that we should probably look at increasing in the spring. Have we got one that will straight up do it for us? I think that will give us +2, but we don't have the required building for it. This is corruption. Yeah, we don't have any public order text right now. That's annoying. Might have to start building some temples.
You might. Where could you build them?
Well, so this is our worst one here in Hangzong. So we don't have the town, so we need to go and colonize. That's what we need to do. Right. 10 out of 10. Can we take a look about Chinese voiceover? We could possibly look at doing that next stream. We have to restart the game.
Lot. Yeah, the next chunk. So in a few weeks.
You would not need fear us.
Ooh. Yuan Shu wants a non-aggression pact. And my water clock and my dog in exchange for only $1,000.
Negotiate, I reckon.
Let's have a look at this, shall we?
It's a fair deal.
Well, in his eyes, anyway. I don't know if a non-aggression pact for Yuan Shu is that useful. No? Yeah.
Or the
he will be on my borders as soon as I take that settlement, though.
Could be useful, but then...
But then I would be able to take Loyang off him. I don't want to make too many enemies. We saw what happened with Yuan Shao.
He's also an arrogant opportunist.
Do you know what? We'll just say no for now, and maybe he'll give us a better deal later. We don't have to be too eager, you know. We can't swap it midstream because you have to restart the game for the voiceovers. It's peace negotiation. Sorry, buddy, but I don't think Han Sui's in a very peaceful mood. You sent your one tiny army after us, and they immediately died. And he's like, maybe we've made a mistake. Oh, that's one of Liu Biao's vassals, isn't it? Liu Dai and Dong Min forming a coalition together. Oh no!
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Liu Bei. That's interesting.
He's done it.
That's really interesting. Tao Chen has now been replaced by Tao Sheng. The Betrayer, my Let's Play. Ooh, we gained a Great Glaive. That's cool.
Who are you going to give it to?
I don't know who to give that to. Let's have a look at some of our generals.
Yeah. Teng's Reserve said, Wheels, are you really Doctor Who? Because every episode you've got a new companion. Like
Is it every episode? I thought it was like every season or something. I don't know. I haven't watched Doctor Who in a very long time. We could give it to Yang Yi after his successful battle. There's a nice little prize for him. Or maybe one's... Yang Yi's at a higher level. I respect him more. Let's give it to him. That's going to improve his instinct as well. And
Jay Bennett in YouTube said, do not give your dog.
Do not give the dog. The dog is too important. Oh, I've just realised that, does Ma Chao have a follower? No, he does not. So we can give the other... well, do we want reserves or do we want trade influence? Or do we want income from industry? I thought I just... Oh, because we crashed. Yeah, forgot about that. Let's give that one back. Yes. And then Ma Chao, you can have...
It's faction heir again, so you want a faction-wide one. Trade influence?
We're pretty low on food. I think reserves might be a good idea. Let's grab that. As far as accessories...
Dog.
We'll give him authority, which would improve satisfaction.
Give it the dog.
Yeah, but the dog's resolve. Tell you what, have we got a champion? Yeah, Pang De. Yeah, does the same amount. Give him the dog, obviously. The water clock gives replenishment. Oh, that's interesting. Part of a set as well. The astronomer.
I love the sets.
Yeah.
So good.
Don't think we have an astronomer. No, we do not. Okay, that's fine. Right.
People very disappointed about the intercom bug.
Yeah, I know. We really should just look at making it a little Steam Workshop mod or something.
Yeah.
So that people can have it. Right, let's start moving this force down south. It's a little bit one-dimensional, this force, but I feel like, seeing as how quick they were to make peace, I feel like they've actually really biffed themselves by sending that army out too early. Those guys still hanging on. There's 3 units left, desperately trying to get to Jincheng, I think. But they're garrisoned. Yeah, we can take them out easy.
Marshall's 4 said, can a child rise up to legendary commander status? He's got 2 questions. So I think... Go on.
So, legendary characters, there's 2 types. There's the unique characters, obviously, who have their own custom art. And they are legendary because they have the gold names. And you'll see that Guojie here, although he doesn't have custom art, he's still a legendary strategist. Because there'll be notable characters from the time period. But also, new legendary characters can be spawned in the same way that generic generals would come out. It means that they'll actually accrue experience quicker, I think. So they'll progress up the ranks further. So if we look at our... Oh, wrong button. If we look at our core and then our family tree, Ma Chu we can see is not a legendary character. So it's not that they become legendary.
The family tree is causing...
It is the family tree crashing it, isn't it? Right.
We've found out what it is.
Write that down. Oh, I've just got to do all the things that I just did again. Oh my god. That's fine. Oh god. We
know what it is now though, so that's fine.
Sorry guys.
So basically...
Classic in development.
Yeah. That's fine. We know what it is now. That's the key thing.
Yes.
Because as soon as you...
No more family tree.
As soon as you clicked on it, I did go...
Wait a minute.
It's the family tree.
Someone's saying, I'll just start another campaign. Right.
Go.
I like how quiet it goes as well.
Yes, yeah, for us it's then just like really quiet. But the other thing as well with the legendary characters is obviously some are already children in the game.
Yes.
For example, Sun Jian.
Yeah, so Ma Chao starts as a child.
Yes.
So you will see his name in gold, even though he's just a little baby.
Steps into a much
little baby
larger
boy.
world.
Yeah. And so they will grow up as...
is changing.
Talking again.
And it takes only the slightest breeze to send a petal into the air. Where will this wind of change take you? War is as a great inferno. It cannot be contained.
They are the big questions.
And
the
so
big philosophical
spreads
questions.
and multiplies. On many fronts you now wage war. Take care not to be overwhelmed.
The other question...
Just take care not to be overwhelmed.
Yeah. The other question was, can you buy followers as well as items? And yes, you can.
Yeah, you can trade with other factions, yeah.
Whether that's for money.
Yeah, any kind of ancillary.
Items, yeah. Or anything.
We would not be your enemy.
Reject that.
You dare spurn us.
Can you alter the traits of a character? I think the way in which you play will affect the traits that those characters will get. Once they've got that trait, they've got that trait.
You reject our generosity?
Right. Sorry about that.
Let's rattle through this.
Never go on the family tree again. There we go. Oh, we didn't go on Cool Glaive. Oh, we've been punished for that one. Oh, Pang De has become cheerful. What a lad. Oh.
Wasn't that good?
Right. Okay, well, in that case, we'll give it to our commander instead. A nice new sword. Nice noble sword. It's pretty cool, actually. Right. Once again, sorry about that. These guys have already been replenished. That's fine. He's got full. Should we just go for this instead?
Is that not what you did last time?
Followers, give him that. Yeah. This, then Ma Chao, give him that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That was all we did, right? We were just looking around and
and you
answering
gave
questions.
Pang De
The dog.
the dog. Because that's key.
Boom. And then Ma Chao gets the clay ox. Done. Right, cool. That was all the things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a battle. Kill this guy off. Yeah, okay. So we're actually sieging a trade port now, so this should be interesting.
Drop my post-it note. I'm sad.
Let us
Nice.
strike now, whilst the iron still seethes.
You are a mighty bow, unbreakable.
Coconut?
It is comforting.
What the balloons with red crosses come from everyone's mouths. They are... Software changes are required.
Your words are as impotent as
We explained
you.
those earlier, so they're basically the relationships that the generals have with the other generals within the army.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. So if it's got the little cross, it means there's negative.
It shows how compatible they are.
Yes.
It's their compatibility. So,
Ma Chao is basically not a very nice man.
yeah, neither is his dad, Ma Teng. So nobody
yeah.
likes him. So here we are, lovely little trade port here, which is quite cool. You can see the little trade ships over here. And then we've also got a few different regions. So our capture point's right in the center here. Some little marketplace, which is nice. And they've got a few choke points. They're actually pretty well defended by this sort of natural terrain around here.
And you have no ranged.
I do not. I do not have any range, but we do have the numbers advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab you and you are going to form this flank over here. And then you and you three are going to form up on this flank over here. And then this is actually my wife, Hualani. He, or she rather, is going to form the sort of central force. And because that's quite a small little gap to get through as well, I think what we'll do is we'll actually grab the Jan Sorgal at the front.
Yamibi, yes. There is voiceover. It's Mandarin voiceover, right?
Yes.
Yes. With English UI and subtitles and everything. Yeah, that is available.
There we go. Right. Yeah, kind of like Shogun 2, where you'll have like the in that case it was Japanese, but you had the subtitles to tell you what was going on. So it'll all the UI will be the same, but they'll speak in Mandarin.
Tario raised a great point, which is your wife is in your army, but she doesn't like you.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I mean, like, there are a lot of people who didn't like their wives in this time period, or didn't like their husbands, rather. Classic example being anyone who was around Dong Zhou. So there you go. Right, so we'll split these into two little groups. So this will be group 1, and then I've numbered these weirdly, so this can be group 4. So they'll go for this little gap here, whilst these goes for the little. So it's marching forward. And once again, we want them in walk.
Jay Bennett, with the relationship system, so yes, that's the number of slots shown are how many it can be filled out by, and yes, it will show the most prominent ones. So
yeah, it doesn't mean that it caps the amount of relationships you have, it just shows the most important ones.
Yeah.
So if you were to have relationships with everyone, it would only show the ones that are impacting you the most.
Mm-hmm. Negatively or positively.
Yeah. If you had that many relationships to show, and we showed once had a biscuit with Yuan Chao, it wouldn't be that much of a useful if you. I don't know. Could have had a biscuit. Why not a biscuit? That's what I say.
Okay.
Right, they've got a few archers here. This is you'll notice that in the same way that your general's retinues will be affected, also the sort of like element that the building is. So for example, this is a trade port, so it's commerce, so it's a water building. you'll see that affect the kind of garrisons they have. So this is quite archer heavy because they've got that that blue style building. So I'm going to go for a quick surge in here to try and kill off some of their archers. Also give them something to think about whilst we're charging through. We have got a few Saber militia here that we need to be worried about, but we don't want to get caught up too much. So let's just pull back now.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, pull back. We've just captured that tower as well, which will stop firing on us, which is nice. And then we'll start charging these guys up now. Go. Go, 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 go. You lads, get in there. Put the axes, and you lads right there. And then you're going to charge forward, because they've put their axe band here instead, because they're bringing their G militia to reinforce in other parts of the settlement, which is really nice. Which means that we can start charging in through this as well. That G militia was kind of halting my advances, but we've got our unique cavalry here as well, which I'll give you a nice little cinematic view of. So these are the Chiang cavalry. Looking pretty cool. They've got Ma Chao's sort of like fur collars as well, which is nice. Very thematic. We're just going to charge into this unit of axe band. They haven't quite managed to set themselves up as well, so they're going to take a lot of damage from that. Good stuff. We've got our Jian swords marching in, and we've got to send these boys in. We don't want to send all of them in at once, actually. Let's just grab a few of those to come back. So they've got a spear guard actually protecting that, which is going to be quite tough to get through. But we'll keep splitting them up, making sure that they've got lots of things to think about at once.
Their archers have used almost half their arrows as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Kind of managing to
they
use
don't,
a lot of those.
Yeah, I think those are garrison archers as opposed to the strategist archers. It means they're not benefiting from his ability to supply more ammunition. Oof, they are doing a lot of damage though.
This isn't going great.
Yeah, it's really nasty, really nasty. But as they said, it's going to be a close victory if we do get it. So let's get a nice little front clash here. I think they've actually got their general up front there, which is definitely contributing to the fact that we're hurting. I've got so much cavalry and I just can't get them in.
Yep.
That's the problem. So I'm just going to have to be a bit more forceful.
I mean, that's their advantage of, of being in here for sure. They're a bit bogged down. You need to just find a gap, but they're kind of reacting to you pretty well.
Yeah, pushing in here, making sure that Saber Infantry's got something to think about. Saber Infantry, as I said, very weak. Should make it a bit more difficult for them to hold. I might actually just start pulling my axes around here to see what I'll do. I'll just do a little line draw like that, don't you?
I love that. You're going to tell people how they do it?
Yeah, you just hold down shift and then right click and drag. Yeah, we can see their archers are out of ammo here now as well, which is really good. Do I want to try and pull through this unit? I think I might have to.
It's doable.
Yeah, the amount of mass we've got should be fine. There we go. Let's pull into those archers, and then we can get in the back here and start alleviating some of that that forward wall that they have. Once we've got that axe man, it's taking a lot
still
of damage.
can't get in. They've left those guys kind of exposed.
Yeah,
you might be able to bring
why
your
I'm
cavalry
charging these guys around.
Don't forget your stamina though.
Yeah, I know.
What's the stamina zone?
It's not great, mate. It's not great. And I'll tell you why. We're sprinting into everything that we can because we're trying to use our maneuverability. Kill off those archers. I'm tempted to just grab one of those, get them in the back of them as well. They have definitely got the advantage here, but these guys, yeah, they've gotten in now, so let's just charge through. They've opened up a nice slot for us to charge into those archers. These archers are just holding a little bit too much for my liking. This isn't good. Keep pushing forward. Those spear guards are really good at holding down. There we go. We're starting to charge in now. Axe band should make short work of these archers. And you can see they're losing a bit of their organization now. Trying to pull me in to try and surround me, but now we've killed off most of that archer unit. Yeah, they're starting to rout swarm. Charge into the back of that axe band there.
I think you're probably going to win.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it's just going to be a costly
numbers,
one.
It's just going to be real costly.
Oh, they're really tired. Yeah, they're exhausted. You can see they're barely running. Just need to free this up.
Our warriors run! Craven dogs!
Which ones? Over there. That's not good. Right. Pushing this Saber Infantry over here. Oh, not Saber Infantry, sorry. These are the Chancellor Guards. So I'm going to charge them into the backs here whilst we're dealing with those archers. Yeah, that was a big charge on them. Let's get our cav away from the spear guard, just make sure they can't do too much damage to us. Charge into these archers. We'll probably just pull through them, to be honest. But that means that we're starting to push through on this choke point, which is really good.
Their swords are kind of reinforcing from the top.
Pushing through.
Morale not doing great.
Pushing through. We're all good, mate. This is fine. This is fine. Let's march those guys up a little bit closer. This is a slog, and these Jan Sorgard are doing a very good job considering how outnumbered they are.
Well, they're solid frontline unit.
Yeah,
that's
they
what
really
they're
are.
designed for.
Look at the enemy run! Craven!
That's good. Starting to get a few more retreats
Well,
now.
this is the classic. Well, you said it's a classic or traditional. It's called records, but
Yeah.
it's classic.
That really was a sentence, man. That really was a sentence.
Well, it's because I then realised, because obviously usually you just see the two, is it this or this mode? And you
Yeah.
just kind of just do whatever with it. I was like, wait, it's the same thing.
Marching them around this corner here to try and just charge into this big old clump. They've really just not got enough legs on them. Right, just reform there, reform there.
MP Sol said, are there deployable defences? Like
There are, yeah, there's barricades, stuff like that. I might have to just pop my child around. He's not been doing enough.
But they're not in settlements, so not settlements. They're not in resource maps. They're
Yeah, only in proper
settlements,
sieges, yeah. Oh, these archers are holding the line now. He is an archer captain.
Yeah, what's Ma Teng up to?
Ma Teng is now charging around to try and get in the backs again. Slowly, though.
A unit has perished! None are left!
You might lose.
This ain't good, man. This ain't good. Right, here we go.
Oh, get that strategist. He's looking weak.
No, it's not the strategist. I need to start actually hitting this clump of units. Tell you what, that sentinel, really tanky cavalry unit because, of course, they're a sentinel. So they're going to hold down that line really well. Come on, lads.
Fight!
They're knackered, aren't they? Can barely move their horses.
Nothing left.
Go on. Champion right at the front. That's it. Big charge in the back. This is really going to help now. Yes, bit of a rout there now on their sentinel. They've just moved all of their units up now to defend. Ma Chao's getting in.
Quick march!
The men are knackered.
They are really tired. Oh, this has not been a good siege.
Run! Craven dogs!
We've not gone about this the right way, mate.
What do you mean we?
We're a team, so... Yeah, nice. Killing off that axe band there. Once again, same as what we did with the champion, really. Pull through, charge into the back of those saved militia. Ma Teng is a lot fresher, so this is going to be really beneficial. There we go, big crunching charge. Look at that damage.
Those men are going to be so weak at the moment, and their
Yeah.
defenses will be really low because they've been fighting now for
Look at the enemy run!
so long.
Let's crush them now. So we'll use those guys to start marching up. They're obviously not going to be very organised because there's so many of them in this tight space. Now we'll start marching Ma Teng around. Get him to kill off these tiny little archer militia.
all three of them.
Yeah, and this is where they're going to start feeling the losses. I need to get down here again.
That line just needs to hold for. It's starting to waver. If they can just hold for a tiny bit longer.
Yeah. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. So many archers. This is it. There it
Around
is.
the back as well. Get a nice flying bomb. Perfect. Stay hydrated, bot.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
It's back.
To battle!
Keep charging. Keep pulling through. This isn't the best way of using these cav, but this is how we're going to have to
The
do it.
enemy unit flees! What cowards!
Keep charging. Just keep charging. This is where we can do the old Control A action. Get on that general. Try and kill her off. This is such a cluster. They're going to charge in on those archers.
Ready!
Really need to kill off those enemy generals. The units themselves are actually routing pretty heavily. They have got that one little unit of GE infantry in there, which is kind of nasty because they're going to be hitting our horses, but it's not much.
The enemy unit flees!
Gonna pull out for
What
another charge.
Cowards!
Might be enough. I think your own other infantry. Oh no, it's not much.
Make ready! Do not relent!
Kill off that strategist, nice and easy. This should be nice and easy to take down. Yeah, they're starting to rout now. Well, I've turned a close victory into a Pyrrhic victory, so well done me.
Yeah,
Oh well, there it is. Managed it. Oh my god, that was a slog. That was really
that
hard.
was close.
Ouch.
Good job though.
Not
Kind
really.
You didn't die. There was
Yeah.
a point where I was like, I think you
Could have lost
I thought you
it,
missed
really.
it. And you can see the cav there getting all the kills.
Yeah. These cavalry, especially these Chiang Raiders, I think they're called. Really, really good cavalry unit.
Celebrate! Our victory was just.
Right,
This
occupy
belongs to
that.
us now.
At least we'll get a little bit of replenishment now. What I'm worried about now, though, she's getting pretty close. Although she's not got enough forces, maybe. They're running out of supplies. Little level up for Pangda. Maybe we should give him a follower as well.
That one might be
Yeah,
good.
faster siege escalation, and it's giving him health and armor, which is pretty nice. Or not armor, rather evasion. Cool, right.
He was a White Horse General.
White Horse General?
He was, yeah.
Oh, Pangda, pardon me. Yes, yeah, there you go. On a brown horse. I think that's more of a question of his character, as opposed to...
Did he ever... Was his history?
No, he was with me from the start, yeah.
Okay.
So...
I just didn't know if he had any affiliation with Gonzan.
We could give him fatigue resistance. Could also give him running speed.
That one's pretty good. Not that.
Encouraged is good, though. It means that units around him will get a morale bonus. I think we might want to go for the fatigue resistance again. It's really, really important. Fatigue can really hurt you. You can see that he's got a lot of wood traits as well. He's cheerful, he's humble, he's aesthetic, he's uncomplicated, he's a little bit stubborn. But you can see why he doesn't get on with Ma Teng. He's like an all-round really nice guy, you know.
What's Ma Teng's wife's character?
So she is also reckless, but also gracious. A little bit incompetent.
Yeah.
Solitary, quiet, and artful. So, you know, a little bit of a sort of solid silent type, you know. If we look at the relations here, actually getting on well with Ma Chao, sorry, despite the fact that they're... And it's actually, if you look, it's only the fact that she's become quiet and solitary that they're not getting on. So she, in her old age, has become a little bit more like, oh, I don't want to...
She's not that old, she's mid-30s.
Yeah, that's old age at this time, right? What I mean is, as she's grown older, she's sort of changed characters a little bit, and it means that people aren't getting on with her as well as they did. I'm actually going to start replacing some... Ooh, didn't mean to do that. I'm going to start replacing some of these units with spear guard, because they're already low strength anyway, so we might as well start upgrading them, because
Also, yeah.
we've got loads of income, so... There we go. Nice. Right, so that should make us a little bit more formidable. We're still waiting for those axe bands and Jian swords to come back. They're going to take 2 turns before they're actually ready to rejoin us, which is pretty nasty. Right, as far as over here goes, still waiting on this replenishment. There's not a whole lot of faction support over here, so I'm actually going to move him down into the Silk Trader, where he's got a little bit more room to grow, which should hopefully... Ouch!
There's no population.
Yeah, there's no population whatsoever. Oh my god, yeah, no wonder.
That was a moving back.
Okay.
Deflect with shield.
What are you doing?
Cleave
He's going to steal the
sword.
territory.
He's fine, look. There's a little border there.
Oh, was that the border?
Yeah.
Got him. I got
Still, yeah, it's going to take a few turns. There's not enough population anywhere. This is why I said I need that tech.
it.
Speaking of, let's grab it. Really, really desperate for some population here. This is one of the struggles that Ma Teng will have, is public order is really difficult for him. I think it might actually be one of his traits is causing that. If we look at him, yeah, -4 public order faction-wide because he's cruel. And usually you start with like just ± 0 until you start overpopulating. So he's just getting -4 everywhere.
Is Ma Chao
Nasty.
also similar vibes?
-5 public order in it is administered command.
Okay, that's not bad.
I don't know if he has any other similar ones. He does get satisfaction for his other generals, which is nice.
Only 19 years old. Ancient in your terms.
Yeah. Where grows the quickest? I think actually, basically, those places which start with loads of farmlands and stuff like that, they'll really help with like population growth and stuff like that. Because you'll see that sort of nice wealthy supply of food will really help out. The Han Empire have so many generals. I can see why we're not getting enough cash from them, because they're just look how many armies they're fielding. It's crazy. But they have so much territory to defend.
They do. And like it's not solid block either, is
Yeah.
it? So really spread out.
Xinjiang, actually, struggling. I think once I took over the Child Emperor, it actually sort of pieced them out with a few factions because they become a vassal of someone else. So they're going to have to make a conscious effort to fight me as well as them if they want to start getting that territory. So that's one way that you can sort of dampen some of those coalition factions as well.
Under Demon 420. do armies require food like Thrones of Britannia?
They don't require food, no. They require military supplies, though. So food is only affecting your actual settlements, and you'll see the reserves come in as well. But you can use food to move it into other bits as well. So you can get certain buildings where the amount of reserves you have, I think, will affect the amount of military supplies and stuff like that. So you can start taking things off to increase things in other places as well. So
my favourite thing to do with food, sell it.
Yes, that is another very, very good practical application. Right, so we've taken Loyang Trade Fort, which is very nice. Moving this guy up soon. I'm worried about what's in here. I might actually... We've got a spy position open. We'd have to recruit someone new, but we've got a bit of cash. Let's grab... Ooh, Yuan Shu's daughter has left him. Where do we want to send this spy? Chat? Where do we want to send this spy?
Do we want to send it to...
maybe Yuan Shao?
Do you want to go short term or long term?
I think long term. Apparently Ma Chao cut Han Sui's arm off at some point in the story.
Wait, so could you send Shao's daughter?
Shu's daughter.
Shu's daughter?
Yeah.
That could be quite good to send it to Shao.
Let's do that. Send
Our
her to
uncle.
Yuan Shao.
Right?
Yeah. There you go.
That's how relationships work.
I think they're probably brothers. I think they're like half brothers or something. So yeah, let's do that. Let's deploy her over there. So we'll get some info on that soon. Also, my faction cancelled. Give me a new mission at the moment. So let's do that. Overpopulation, do you reckon? That might be in Chang'an, actually. He wants me to build up one of our settlements. But that will give us population growth, which would be really handy. So that is definitely something that we can look at. Yeah, Chang'an's got a sizable population, to be fair. So that might be what we're talking about here. We would do okay. But we'll look into that next turn. Don't like that. Right, yeah, Yuan Shao is fleeing, which is good. Dong Min still just walking around dying of attrition.
Kong Rong coming in.
Hello, Kong Rong.
He wants to give us all of our food.
In exchange, and all our auxiliaries in exchange for a non-aggression pact. Do you know what? I'm alright, Kong Rong.
Thanks.
Thanks anyway. Thanks.
He must be doing alright for himself if
Kong Rong has a pretty solid start position because he's pretty good friends with Liu Bei, which means that he has like his own border where people just won't hurt him. Ah. He's now joined the coalition that Dong Zhou started, though. Or Dong Min, sorry.
Oh, no. That could be bad.
Ooh.
Because now he could turn onto you.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Holy moly. Oh, no. Dong Min has transitioned his coalition into a military alliance, which means that
so we're now
Liu Bei is now at war with me. Yeah. Dong Min was already at war with me.
So that's all that's changed for you.
Yeah, pretty much. So hold on, let's have a look at that then. Oh, Yuan Shu declared war on Liu Biao as well.
Oh my goodness.
That works for us, actually. I like that one.
Everything's going on.
Gao Gan and Professor Tan Fu to join the war. Oh my god, has Han Sui died? No, that was a different faction. Yuan and Yang is dispatched. My god.
So many things just happened. All of them not yet chaotic.
Yeah. They're certainly going to kick off soon. Sai Mao, after having his faction destroyed, is just, offering his services to us, which is quite nice. Hua Lanli has become trusting. And Wufu has become uncomplicated. Right. So, if we look at diplomacy and pop the old faction grouping on. So we're in the Sacrificial Tree Alliance with Han Sui. But the Fire Across Water Alliance and the Woodless Hearth Alliance, all of these factions are now at war with us, apart from Liu Dai. So Liu Bei, Dong Min, Han Fu, Zhang Yang, Wang Quang, Gao Gan, and Yuan Shao all at war with us, as well as Liu Biao and Huang Zu, Jia Long, Liu Jiang, and Xi.
Just a couple.
Just a few factions. A few factions. Right. Speaking of Liu Jiang, let's keep moving this guy down. I want to take that livestock farm because food is looking pretty much of an issue. Words, just can't do words. Let's upgrade our large town as well. How do you feel about that? I think that's a pretty good move.
That will be most of your money that you have right now. But
yeah, but it means that we're going to get that faction-wide
definitely
population growth, which is really, really nice.
Are you moving your army down the south?
I'm going after Anding. I'm just not sure what he's got there. That's what worries me. Should we just dip our toes in the water?
Wouldn't you want to stay in your own territory?
Let's go there then, okay. Oh, not quite.
Wait.
That's fine,
Yeah.
that's fine. These are really large regions, and they're quite slow to move over, so it's difficult to send a military campaign up here. And then as for Ma Teng, still replenishing, that's for sure.
Because you've got poor faction support there.
Yeah, that's true.
Red.
All right, so I think Yuan Shu and Liu Biao are probably our next sort of targets. Yuan Shu only got 3 regions here, and it would mean that we would take Luoyang. And once we take Nanyang, we can also take what I'm assuming Liu Biao is taking, yeah, because this is red as well, which is the Jade Mine, which would be a nice income boost for us as well, which would be pretty tasty.
Are you moving down towards here?
Yeah, this guy's already moved.
Okay.
He's on his way.
Missed that,
On my way. Those guys still dying. They don't know what to do with themselves. He's desperately trying to get back to Anding. But yeah, they're probably going to die of attrition on the way. And this might just be a little bit of a, what do we call it, an administration turn. We'll just end our turn there again. Move it into the autumn. Let's see what Yuan Xiao's up to.
Still
running away, yeah. Get some water in. I think we'll just kill him off there, won't we? The Han Empire requests aid.
Uh-oh.
To defend them against Yuan Shu.
Uh-oh.
Okay, then. Ooh. That's not good. I think that's only him joining the rest of them. Because technically everyone else was at war.
Yes, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so we're really moving into this little mosh pit, as Jordan calls it, in the center of the map, where there's a lot of factions.
When did you call it that?
Today, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, a real mosh pit in the center. Dong Min and Yuan Xiao have signed a peace treaty because obviously they're both trying to kill me. Han Fu and Gongsun San have gone to war. Yuan Shu declared war on the Han Empire, which has declared war on us. Alliance of Liu Dai declared war on Alliance of Ma Teng. Hello, friend.
Hi, Tom. Thanks.
Oh, that's interesting to know. Thank you.
Thanks,
so,
Tom. Bye.
Tom Phillips, our friend from the community team, has just noted that Ma Teng actually has, yeah, there we go. He actually has his own special stance, which is really useful. So when you go into your encampment stance, Ma Teng will actually give +2 food production from foraging, and will also give military supplies as he normally would. So that's really, really useful actually for when you are struggling for food, which in the start pods that he has, very handy. So there you go. Are Watford going to win today? I really hope so, because that would be excellent for us. Perhaps we'd even look at maybe breaching the top 6.
It's not going to happen. I've got another big question.
Yeah.
Where did you get these CA branded post-it notes?
Oh, they're in the supply cupboard, I think. Yeah, I know. They're really cool. Yuan Anyang has been recruited by Yuan Xiao. Yes. Very good stuff.
That is good news, sire.
He was like, oh, hello, my niece, sorry. Would you like to join the faction? Yes. Yeah. Nothing untoward going on here. Right, so
I didn't head towards Ma Teng at any point.
So just a court noble at the moment, but that has unlocked a few options for us. So we can see what he's got going on for him. Not that much cash, but a lot of food. 3 armies being fielded, 8 ancillaries, 1 administrator, 3 assignments, and he's got 1 minister in his council.
Population quite low.
Yeah, population not huge, about the size of Chang'an. So he's struggling. Although, as I said, he's actually not taken that many regions. He's just chosen to make a big coalition with all the regions around him. So on his own, not that powerful. But if you look, he's got 4 different people in his alliance. So pretty big. We can have a look at his characters as well. No one too difficult. We can see that Wen Chu is actually struggling for satisfaction, which is interesting. Got his command. Yeah, he's only got 2 commanderies here. And then,
wow, he's in struggle city.
Yeah, he is really struggling. And those are his armies. Yeah, not too powerful actually. Yeah, not too powerful, but good to know. Maybe we can start wrestling some of his, pardon me, some of his settlements off him through a little bit of espionage, which is interesting.
Dragon Boss says, how can somebody find out if your character is a spy?
There's a few ways. The most common one is if we were to do one of these actions and it failed, then it would kind of reveal them. Especially if we did last Sneak, where it literally just means steal a random item and then run home, which is one of my favourite actions. Literally like, grab a sword, and then just run away.
What did you get? A wooden dog. Why?
Ooh. She's already in his family tree because she's... Oh, that's huge! That's so good.
The reason we're so shocked by this is usually the family actions only appear if you get married in.
Yes.
And that's not very common. I've only seen that like twice in any of my playthroughs.
But because Yuran and Yang is already Yuran Shao's niece, he's already on his family tree.
So basically what this means is we can assassinate.
Yes. The faction heir. We need to kill off the heir. Oh, that's cool.
And I believe it will come up at some point for the faction leader. I think it does. It sometimes.
I think you also need to be in some of these. I think they'll chain as well. Yeah. So there's a few things that you won't grab from the what should we call it the family tree unless you've got other things.
And also we can't. People are saying don't open the family tree. We can't actually see their.
We can only see our own family tree. Yeah. It's only our family tree that we can see. But yeah, there we go. And we're not going to be opening that because it will crash the game. Which I'm assuming Dev have been told about. So we'll grab this next
They're
turn.
watching, so they'll know.
Yeah, I'm assuming they know. They've only got a few archers, and it's a livestock farm, so they shouldn't have a very big garrison. Ooh, not a bad garrison, to be fair. But still, should be fine. Should be fine. Should we just kill him off? Just put him out of his misery?
Oh, it's a bit harsh, but...
Or should we just walk to Wanding and start finding out what he's got in there? I think we need to.
Have a peek.
Have a little peek.
I'd love if he comes back and kills you at some point.
Ah, I told you, it's really difficult to move over these big old
Could you go into March, or are you already in March?
If I go into March, then I could get ambushed, so I'm wary of doing that. Yeah, we're really hurting we basically got really low manpower in our faction right now, which is really hurting our replenishment rates. We've got our units back, so they're going to start building up. There are actually only 2 turns to replenishment now because the trade port has a decent population. So as you see here, bonus to replenishment not unlocked. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's one of the techs that you can grab. But yeah, as you can see here, the population that your settlement has will increase the benefits that you get from other things. So, for example, peasantry income is your like standard taxes almost, and that will be gathered from like farming and things like that. And the higher the population there is, the more people there are farming and stuff, the more taxes you're getting. So you'll get an increase to that. You've also got stuff to public order. So if you hit your population cap, then you need to upgrade your settlement. Otherwise, you will get those penalties to public order.
Yes,
which is pretty nasty. But yeah, as you can see, when we get bonuses to replenishment and settlement administration construction, it might be because of administration as well. It might be that we have to put an administrator in there. Right, so we've still got a fair amount of cash.
Well, yeah, you've got a decent amount of income, obviously because of the Han and the silk stuff you've got and the general trade. So
yeah,
you're getting a
money
decent
is
amount
fine.
of money,
Yeah, money's not a big issue for us. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to raise Ma Chao's army, or his retinue rather, in Wudu, and then he's going to go and repopulate Hanzong, which is going to give us a little bit more flexibility
as well. What's going on down here? Have you already moved this again?
Yeah, this is already literally just
out of You always keep moving when I'm looking at chat, and then I look back and I'm like, have you done that?
Okay, all right, next turn. Oh, I just clicked on the minimap. Fantastic.
And zoomed all the way.
All right.
Cheers.
Oh, we haven't been using the gong for the battle initiations.
We would be no threat to you.
Gong and Sam wants some food for a non-aggression pact. He's a bit far away from me for me to worry about him. He's currently at war with Yuran Shao's little coalition as well.
Oh, yeah, he's weak.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about him.
Oh, look at you can see his power there. He's weak as.
Very, very weak. Oh, we can actually see some Yuran Shao's stuff going on now.
That was actually Yuran Shao, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Oh.
I told you it would happen.
Why did you tell me that would happen?
Because Cao stopped being at war. Come on, help me.
Peaced out?
Yeah, sure. What's it called? was just peaced out. I guess.
Non-aggression pact? What?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
one of them. One of them.
Sued for peace.
Yeah, with Yuan Shu.
Oh.
So he was gonna turn.
Damn.
I said.
Let's call Han Sui for aid.
My brain did just aborted there.
But Cao Cao
What's the
also
opposite of war?
still at war with Yuan Shao apparently.
Yeah,
Or maybe that's Han Fu. Oh, it was Yuan Shu that he pieced out with. Got it.
And that's why I thought he'd then be like.
Yep. Oh, but declare peace with Dongmin. Oh, I don't like that. Sun Jian has signed a peace treaty with Liu Biao. Doesn't help us very much. Dongmin's peaced out with Han Fu. All of our enemies are piecing out with each other and declaring war on us, which isn't great. Yuan Shu has stopped fighting with Liu Biao as well. Han Fu has requested Zhang Yang to join their war. Ooh, energetic versus quiet. Confucius says it does not matter how slow you go, so long as you do not stop. There are some who would bemoan a glacial pace. However, in lieu of a more direct energetic action, is one greater than the other? The air is silent as you continue your contemplation.
What are you going to go for?
Sorry, I'm contemplating.
Oh, sorry.
Now, do we want to improve our relationship with Ma Teng or Fu Gan? I think, because Fu Gan is actually in one of our armies right now. So I think I might go for this guy. Just say that, yeah, we're quiet. This choice requires that you do not have the following trait, which we do not have, so it's fine. Let's go for quiet.
Wardog Unleashed said Total War going so ham on the war that Tom can't remember the word for not war.
What's the opposite of war? It's total not war. Oh my god. Yang Yi's come on. Complicated. There's a lot of uncomplicated people in our court, aren't there?
I guess they spread naturally.
Yeah, they're just sort of like,
oh, wait.
Oh, she's abandoning that. She knows she can't win.
Nope.
Nope. Don't want anything to do with this.
We won.
Delegate that. Nice and easy.
Now let us celebrate with abandon. My will is forged.
Don't really hit me in the face.
It's fine. Look, food. Food has
Yay.
come. Yes. Right. Hopefully this is going to help with our population growth as well a little bit. Yes. Hooah. I don't want to upgrade to a livestock estate just yet. It's only a livestock estate, which means that, or it's only a livestock farm rather, which means that we're getting a little bit of income and food. We're not getting just food like we would from farmlands. Ooh, those guys have ranked up now as well, which is nice. Might go for...
Do you have any assignments you can send in?
That's a very good point, Thomas.
Seen you do any for a while.
Let's see who we've got. It's only Fu Gan, and he's already on assignment. Everyone else is a general right now, so maybe we need a few more characters. Hanan Yu is also ranked up. That one's really nice. Ignore forest peltry, but also gives you that authority, which improves their morale, and it stops ambushes a little bit as well, which is nice. So a nice little like mixed bag. And then Wu Fu here. Let's go for Mighty Knockback. Extra damage when knocking back enemies. Beautiful.
Sweet as.
Secured backseat, technically, because our vassal is also there.
Meat's back on the table, boys.
Meat's back on the menu. Right. So Ma Chao can start marching down to Hang Song.
Someone literally just asked, where is Ma Chao in YouTube chat?
Here he is. Do you want to have a little look in? He's in the shadow, unfortunately,
yes,
so it's a bit difficult to see. He's got that really cool armor as well. And then here's his character art as well, looking very, very cool. He's got that heirloom spear, which is a silver ranked item, which is pretty nice. Only one below unique. Let's give him a new horse.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, looking a bit more brooding now. Nice. Okay. So Liu Jiang only oh, he's got the armor craftsman. Fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And Chengdu, I didn't even realize we were at war with, but apparently he is.
So many people now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, another one? Sure, whatever. You're so obsessed with that armor craftsman, aren't you?
Oh, I just want some cool armor, man. Really want some cool armor. I wonder if... Here's a question for you. If we were to negotiate peace... Oh, we can't because it would have to have Han Sui agree with us. This is one of the downsides to being in an alliance. It means you don't get full power over your peace treaties.
Yes, yeah.
Which means that you won't be able to try and coerce things out of people for peace agreements. That's why coalitions are a little bit more flexible, but it means that you also won't have the guaranteed benefit of your allies coming to help. Right, let's have a little more look. Look at how much. Yes, yeah, we can take that. Large town garrison. Yeah, it's weak.
It's weak.
It's weak. Let's go after him. It's because there's no road here as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
no,
we're struggling.
I had a campaign up here, and like you're moving through up through the desert. It's just
Yeah,
it takes so long.
Yeah, it's a real commitment if you go after it. Ma Teng looking a little bit more like he's
getting
ready
He's
for
almost
battle.
done.
So we want to start going after Luoyang now. Start taking down Yuan Shu, which is going to be really good. Yuan Shao, oh no, Liu Bei is moving down the river. I'm assuming to come and kill me. That's a cool boat. That's a very cool boat.
Cool.
I'm guessing he's going to come and try and kill me. They've got Xian's sword guard cavalry as well under Liu Huimin. It's just like my Let's Play.
It's all happening.
Well, that's interesting because that means that he went into a marriage deal with Liu Dai just like I did, which is really cool. But he's also got Fan Chu and Ju Shu, strategists and cavalry there. A lot of cavalry in this army. A lot of cavalry. Interesting. So Ma Teng needs to watch out there because you can move quickly down the river. Look at the movement range on this guy. Get all the way down there. Rivers are really good for maneuverability. Right. Okay.
I think you're.
That's me for the turn, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. We get really hungry, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
We should probably mention that we're doing an AMA, shouldn't we?
Oh, that's today, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you've got the details, my friend.
Well, let me probably get the
Tolerance is
details
the
before
best
I
we can
start
offer.
doing this.
Oh, no, he wants me to get the trade form. No. God, no. See you later.
You insult us.
Yeah, it will.
Did you see I also did my CA Reddit tag the wrong way?
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, but I reckon there must already be a CA, a Tom
On the forums.
CA. Basically, we have a what's its term again? 'Cause it's not an AMA, is it?
It's the Yuan Xiao Festival. As the night draws in, you hear the sounds of celebration in the distance. Distracted from your meditations, you see hundreds upon hundreds of brightly coloured paper lanterns hanging from every house and tree. The sight is truly beautiful to behold. +10 public order. Thank God. For 5 turns, we're getting some public order. That is
treat.
good stuff. Gong Xizan has had to establish a new capital because he's probably lost some lands. We've got a bodyguard. Oh, that's a good follower. Look at this guy. +4 resolve, +4 instinct, and melee evasion. For the whole retinue as well. My baby has become trusting. There we go. Sorry, carry on.
So, if you head over to reddit.com /r.
You may have heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard of this website, up and coming. Yeah, reddit.com /r /total war. And then you can see our little subreddit that's run by the community. And we are doing an Ask Us Almost Anything. So you can basically ask us almost anything, and it's around classic mode. So if you go over there, you can drop any questions that you have about classic mode or records mode specifically, and let us know what you want us to ask. We'll do our best to answer them.
Tiago says, "Hi, Mr. Wheel and Mr. Tom from Thailand."
Hello.
I like Mr. Wheel. That's a great name. Thank you for that one. Yeah, how's it going? If you've got any burning questions that we might have missed, jump on over to Reddit. Let us know them, and hopefully we'll get to them.
I just put water in my face.
Fantastic, Mr. Tom.
It always happens with the last.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Look. Sai Yang and Wu Fu have become friends.
That's
so
great.
you can have good relations. So this, this guy actually only likes one of them.
So they
Doesn't
don't
get on
like
with
the
Han
wife.
and you.
Oh,
But
no,
Sai-
that's the daughter.
But these two are now friends. Because after that battle, we fought side by side in battle, and together we utterly devastated the enemy forces. So good stuff. Oh, and Sai Yang and Han and Yu themselves. Yeah, everyone gets on with Sai Yang. He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him. He's a real nice guy. There we go. And we killed off their strategists as well. So yeah, this dude, struggling. We can probably go after Chengdu farmland as well. A little bit more food. And they've got a salt mine. Yeah, there's lots
Sorry,
of
Marshall's asking how can you get the panda? Now, the panda's not for giveaway, but I'm
He's
trying to
actually
look.
on the shelves
Oh,
over there.
no.
We do have... have you been checking Streamlabs at all? No. I wonder if anyone's actually done any redemptions, because...
Last stream, no one did any. So
we do have the sword there.
We do have the sword.
We've got
Do
the
you want
Jian sword.
it? Do you want it?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, we have a load of cool props that we can bring out.
Jeez.
I need to get on camera and it has to be in your face. Yeah, we've got this beautiful Jian sword, which is LARP safe as well, I believe, so you can hit people with it.
It is
which is
LARP
pretty good.
safe.
Really, really nice. But yeah, if you want any cool props, such as the Jian sword, or even the Kong Rong Dong Gong.
Spectacular. We've got one from last week's stream, but I was checking it, so it must not come through. But someone said during gameplay we saw some factions being called Duchy of. Yes. Go on, I'll accept
Right.
this.
So yeah, we're accepting a
while I
question
get
here.
the panda.
So a few people said that in the last chat they noticed a few faction names changing. So the reason for that is, as you grow in power, once you hit the rank of Duke, you will become the Duchy of X, Y, or Z. So for example, I don't know if we'll become the Duchy of Ma. Oh, here he comes. And there's Bamboo the Panda. He's going to be a bit out of focus. That looks so good. Yeah, you will become the Duchy of, for example, the Duchy of Shuhan if you were playing as Liu Bei, or the Duchy of Zong if you were Yuan Shu. So that will also change as you become a kingdom. So when you reach the rank of king and try and make a bid for emperor. Hello, Bamboo. How you doing? You right? As you become that, you'll become the kingdom of, and then you'll also get this nice little dragon emblem around your name tag as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, similar thing to like Panda is 13th Lord, confirmed. Yeah, we've similar thing to how your name would slightly change in Thrones, I think, as well, when you reach certain victory conditions.
With pineapple or without is a question on Steam. What pizza?
Oh, with.
I'm assuming
100% with.
I'm also with, and I feel
People
like
that hate pineapple and pizza are children.
They are, and I also now feel that because both of us agree, it's
everyone
not go
everyone
well,
in chat will hate it. Yeah. Right, we've captured a bit of Dongmen's territory. Nice. And a nice thing about the Anding province is they have an animal tamer, which Han Sui is about to colonize, which is annoying. But this is like a weapon craftsman or a armor craftsman. In the way that no, it's fine. He can be there. In the way that it will spawn rare horses for you, which is really cool. Killed Shu wrong. Guojia is just ranked up. Let's give him that armor piercing damage.
I saw something else I wanted to look at, and I have forgotten what it is. So
Good.
Glad I mentioned
Good job. Thanks for that. Right. Liu Bei is on land. He's landed near Luoyang. So if we try and go after Luoyang, we'll have to go through him, which is a bit nasty. I might recruit some more of these big boys.
Do we bring this big boy in?
Qiang Marauders. Are you going to do it? Oh, there's no actual hole there.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
I think I should do it. Okay. You're going to have to pop a hole in it.
I know.
So those are the... I'll give you the stats for these guys. These are the Qiang Marauders.
I'll be back in a bit again.
So 67,000 health. 57 morale, 258 melee charge bonus. Of course, that's being affected by the actual general who's in charge of them as well, which, with Ma Teng, obviously he's going to do a lot of benefits to your cavalry. Okay. Are those helium balloons? We've got some helium balloons that my girlfriend sent me Valentine's, which we're just going to do now for some reason.
You're going to do it.
I'm going to do it. You need to do it as well, right?
No, you're doing it.
They are big boys, though.
Oh my goodness.
So I think...
You ready?
Oh, God, then. Where is it? Is it there?
This is the hole. This
yeah?
is the big hole. You ready? The audio.
Okay. Right, welcome to Total War Live.
There you go.
That's weird.
Yeah,
oh, it didn't last very long.
Didn't last very long.
No, there's not a lot. There's not a lot in there. You do one.
I'm glad we're finally getting rid of the balloons.
They have been sort of taking up space in our little art exhibition. I'm going to have myself there because I'm just sort of flicking around the map.
Mike Lou said, are there any differences between records and romance except heroes, or is everything the same? So there are other differences. We said them at the start of the stream, but just quickly repeat them. Stamina has much more of an effect. So,
yeah, huge effect.
And stamina impacts actually a lot of things in the battles, which actually makes them play out a lot slower. Armor and weapons are more true to history, so things that wouldn't have been necessarily in that time period are in the records mode. Anything?
There's also, I think, some of the events will change around.
Yes.
So for example, if there's an event where your general goes out and slays 1,000 men and gets some experience points for it, they're not going to pop up in records mode because they're the more romanticized versions. You're going to do one now, yeah?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go on then, son. I love how we say do it as if it's like popping a whip it or something.
The thing is, it tastes really weird. It's also so cold.
Yeah, it's weird,
really
isn't it?
cold air. Oh my goodness, I don't like it. It's not enjoyable.
Oh, comedy gold, this.
Do you want another one?
Go on.
Tell me when it's too much air.
Oh my god. This is our really mature stream on big strategy game about warfare. Okay, so
my mouth feels weird.
yeah, I know. So you'll see that Liu Bei has gone back on the river. Yuan Shu just moved a force around here somewhere, or around here. I don't know where he's gone, and I'm scared. These guys are going to be finished replenishing in 1-2 turns. So actually, maybe we'll just start marching anyway. Let's just start revealing some of this map. There he is. There he is. Do we go after him? He's got a weak force. They're mainly militia. He does have trebuchets, though. We don't have any range. Should we go for him?
You love having no range. That's as good a time as any.
Let's do it. He has got... Oh, for God's sake. Just as I said he's got no range, I've just realised he's encamped. So we're going to have to do an encampment battle with no ranged units. Let's just do one of those. And we'll start the battle.
You gonna...
No.
say scums?
Well, if he dies, then it just means that you'll take over his march out, right?
Oh, my throat, man.
Battle of Luoyang. Okay. Can we have
How
a
you
helium
feel?
voice mode? Maybe. Maybe sometime.
Maybe we could, yeah. People will mod it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the voices are helium voices, and campaign ones are all PA systems.
That's quite the mod. So as you can see, they got some trebs here, which are preparing to fire on us. 2 units of them, actually. They've set up this little defensive square to protect the choke point as well. And then, yeah, lots of spear units guarding those gates, which is going to make it difficult for our cab. Although, interestingly, right here in the centre, they've gone for their sentinel, who, like, to be fair,
Not a bad choice.
yeah, not a bad choice. He's a tanky boy. But, yeah, where do we want to put this cab? It's only G militia. They do have charge reflect, though, so it's going to be difficult.
What's the game plan?
I don't know.
Well, I think
Tell me what you
my
think.
suggestion would be swords up. So basically, have swords here. I think at the back.
I think both.
Oh, well, it's 2.
I think
I
both.
didn't realize there was 2. I didn't realize there was 2 there as well.
Yeah.
I think you try and get all of your infantry to break through this gap, and the cav are just waiting, save their energy, and once they break through behind. Just save them. They don't need to be attacking everyone.
Just want to point out, somebody said this settlement is very boring. This isn't a settlement. This is an encampment battle. So Yuan Shu has set up his camp here.
And actually, you're being very offensive to
Yeah.
Shu. He has set up this little camp. for
Look,
him to
he's
just-
not an artist. He's a commander,
Yeah.
all right? But yeah, this is an encampment battle, which is a stance that you can take. But they've basically, they've set up like a little encampment, put the walls up, so they've got a little bit more defense. So we'll set a little vanguard force here. We'll get a couple over here as well. Gonna have to split these up into groups, actually, aren't I? So I'll pop this into 2, make those 1, and then we'll get our last one here.
How much do you wish you had some ranged?
A lot. I wish I had some trebuchets. That would make this incredible. Then we'll grab our generals and put them on each side, I think. So we'll put you there, and then Ma Teng, sorry, might actually be able to just sort of swarm through the middle,
Maybe.
just for a
Worth a
quick
shot.
charge. Hide cavern woods and attack troops from the other side. They will move all of their troops there to flank them. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. If we got a little bit of... problem is, all of the woods are very far away. No, I think we'll just stick to the plan. We'll go for the 4-pronged assault. Here we go. Let's move forward.
Walking up.
Yeah, walking up.
You could set walking to default.
I could. I don't like it. When you're...
For the heat of battle.
Exactly. The moments in which you want it to be really quick is when you end up having to double click and you just get
Are
screwed up.
those trebuchets turning to face your general? Yes, they are.
Yeah, of course. They're going to fire on us. You would
Okay
expect
with him
that,
just
right?
standing still?
Here comes the trebuchets firing into our lines here. Hopefully they're low rank. They're rank 3, so their accuracy isn't going to be incredible. But we'll see. We'll see. These guys moving forward? Yeah, cool. They are.
The time has come.
You realise this champion has 86 cavalry in his unit.
With speed.
He's a big boy.
It's a tanky unit.
It's a massive unit. Oh, I love that lighting when the fog gets the sort of orangey hue. Yeah, so they've repositioned their G Militia over here. Let's move those guys out of the way because they're actually taking a bit of fire now. They've got G Militia on every flank.
I mean, yeah, we played you.
Yeah.
Now the archer fire's coming in.
Those guys are very heavily shielded, so I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried. This is probably our best shot at getting in.
Yeah, especially as these. Oh, look, yeah, they've shifted around. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, really is.
Right. At this point, I'm just going to have to charge now because they're taking so much trebuchet damage.
Yep. It's a logical choice.
Here they come.
You might not want to get your general too close because arrow towers might fire upon you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep it there then. Tell you what, send those boys in there. These guys will just sit back. There we go. Purple v red.
You need to get through, guys. Please get through. Oh, he's popping his flag down.
Yeah, I love that. Right. Oh, they're not actually hidden.
They're not doing a great job with anything, to be honest.
Our warriors
Not very
run!
useful right now.
They're actually
Craven
fleeing.
Dogs!
What? Oh, that must have been the half strength one that we just recruited, to be fair.
Still. It's
You
not
know what?
looking
Let's just move them around. At least they can't be shot as easy as they're just go. Right, four-pronged assault is on. These guys are going to go. Oh, we don't have shield wall because we don't have our strategist with us. This is not an advantageous battle.
No, I don't know what you're going to do here.
It's fine. That's what I say. There's our spear guard getting in. Those big boy shields.
You're going to have to save some.
Mate, if I lose the battle, I lose the battle. It's my own fault.
Ma Teng, sorry. No.
It's taking so much range damage. At least they're taking the... Ooh! That's a big moment for us. We baited them out. The old bait and switch. Get in there, boys. Come on, lads.
Do it. Someone else, can you attack the walls?
I don't think you can climb the walls. They're just little palisades. We are burning their towers, though. Look.
Big fan of that.
Because we've got radar units. Right, into those crossbowmen now. Here we go. This is where it all kicks off. The cav are in. The floodgates are open.
Attack!
Split these guys up.
Try them. Make haste.
We're in now, you and Shu.
Mount up. Stand
Squash
ready.
walls are intense.
Run! Run!
Yeah, very rude.
Have your units kind of...
Horses!
Are they dead here?
No, they're just charging up against spear
see
infantry.
one axe.
Oh, these G militia are trying to pin me in now.
And you're just running into the fire.
That's fine. They'll get scared by it.
Cavalry!
Is it one of these characters? Siege escalation.
The enemy unit
Oh,
flees!
yeah, no, it's this guy, isn't
What
it?
coward!
Oh, this isn't technically a siege, is
Double
it?
time!
God. Okay. Pull back.
Move out quickly!
Too many spears.
He baited you. He baited you in.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Now we're going to hit him in the back with these boys. It's all good. It's all good. Let's bring our generals a bit closer as well. Let's send these boys in for a bit of support. Those G militia are holding that wall so well.
To
Yeah, you're really
attention!
not breaking through.
Hurry! Move!
Bad.
I think he's played you.
Fight!
Done well, hasn't he?
You thought you had a gap in.
Oh no, those are spears. Oh no, they're not braced. They're not braced. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
You thought you had a gap in, and he's played you like a
Well,
fiddle.
it technically was a gap in, but it just wasn't a good one.
Kill them!
Come on, Martin. You're gonna have to pull through
Look
now,
at
lad.
the enemy run!
Good.
Craven!
Good. Who's running? It's the trebuchet unit. That's fine.
Charge!
Yeah, you
Charge
need
into
to
those
break some
boys.
guys
Make
through.
ready!
Yeah, I know they're struggling. Those G militia.
At the ready!
Could get March out to flank into the back.
Yeah, I need some kind of flank if I'm going to win this.
To
There we go.
battle!
Oh, these walls are burned down. Oh, that's huge. Go. Oh, I wish I'd known that would happen. I would have used that to my advantage.
Yeah, I haven't fought.
Our
many
warriors
counter-attacks.
run!
Go.
Craven
Well, it's because I've got those
dogs!
marauder units.
Cavalry!
Right, pull out. Why do my cavalry always get melted whenever we do a battle?
Prepare!
Bet you wish these went down, didn't you?
I'm going to bring him around here.
Nice.
Cool. They're routing because of the
Fire.
fire, yeah.
How do you think this is going? The
Not
balance
good.
of power doesn't agree with
No, not good. There we go. We finally pushed through one of the gates. Look at this clump of units. Just get out, lads. Just get out.
They were going pretty ham trying to get Ma Chao, weren't they?
Yeah, they really wanted to utilize that. My champion's going to be really important now because he's pretty heavy unit, pretty fresh. Oh, I can't believe how much we got played there. We can start bringing in our Sentinel now.
Ma Chao is not doing anything. What's Ma Chao doing?
He
Ma Teng,
is...
sorry.
Oh, God.
Show no mercy.
This is one of the other issues of splitting your forces up. You can never actually see what everyone's doing at once.
Fury.
These G Militia are just
Standing.
ruining us.
Get flank on there.
Our warriors run!
Get some
Craven
sword guys.
dogs!
Do you not want to try and break through your spear, boys?
Come on, lads. Big charge, big charge.
So many men.
So many
much
of
cow.
them. They're huge. Yeah, nice. Into the back of those.
Olviandro said, does one of the stats affect bodyguard, general bodyguard size? Yes, there's skills you can choose.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So skills you can choose that will affect bodyguard unit size.
Look at the enemy
There we go.
run.
That's pushed them through.
Craven!
Everyone apart from you start forming a line up here.
Move, move.
Yeah, you just take that
Destroy
one.
them.
Yeah.
Just riding around killing everyone.
Pull her out.
Stand by.
God.
He's got like 18 men left.
There's too many spears. Okay.
He's just running into more spears.
I know. There's nowhere to go for him.
Attend. Fight. Spearmen. To attention, spearmen.
Okay. Right. Those archers are obviously routing because they're just ton of archer units. These guys managed to get away. Hopefully they've recovered a tiny bit of stamina. Software changes are required. Pull these boys out. Right, you charge now. Go.
Spearmen.
Go.
Attend me, spearmen.
Oh God, these guys surrounded now.
Attend.
Our warriors run! Craven dogs!
After Yuran Chu now.
Some of your cabs back up top.
To attention.
Yeah, no, I've put
Make
them.
ready.
Get them off those archers. Sorry, Bamboo. Bamboo, this is not the time. Not the time for a cuddle.
Stand ready.
Come on, lads. They're a G Militia unit.
They're literally the strongest G
I know.
unit to ever exist.
MVP Militia unit of all time.
Spearmen. Attend.
Attend! Attack!
Come on, lads.
Thomas, you can do it.
Well,
Don't
it
know if
said
you
it
can,
said
but-
Pyrrhic victory, so we were expecting one. Let's pull into the back of these guys now. I need to get away from those G Militia.
Ma Teng's around a little bit. He's not one of his
Yeah,
waves.
he's not great, is he? A little bit of damage there, a little bit of support for him.
Spears ready.
Can't believe how
Unleash fury.
much these militia just won't die.
The enemy
Still
unit
going.
flees!
I know, it's
What
mad.
Funny, but
cowards!
still fighting.
Stand ready.
There we go, finally.
March
Right,
up to
these
the level.
spears.
Raise spears.
Go.
Hurry, move.
Need to kill off your shoe now. Go on. Go on, lads.
And the ready.
How many men's he got? He's still got a lot of. His
Still
cav
57.
left,
I think he's still got more than most people start with.
He's doing alright for himself.
Blades! To battle!
To those, you wrap around. Nice.
No mercy.
Their strategist is fleeing, which is
Handy, yeah. And he's properly broken as well, so he
These
won't come
guys are
back.
there.
The
Yeah,
enemy
these guys come
unit
in now.
flees!
Actually, these
What
guys are all spear
cowards!
units, so they should be able to destroy those
Destroy them.
Oh no, you got another G
general
militia.
units.
Not another G militia.
Not G Militia, anything but G Militia.
Kill them.
That's it. Send them into the death clump.
The
Now we
tide
can
has
pull these
risen.
guys out.
Ma
Start.
Chao's got 10
Move
men
out
left.
quickly.
He's fine. He's not fine. He's gonna die.
Prepare!
Take heed.
You
warriors.
pull over here. Oh, definitely more suited to romance mode.
We're in
Fight.
Struggle City right now.
I am really in Struggle City. Oh, go away, G Militia. They're everywhere. Be everywhere and nowhere.
I love you just desperately looking around like,
I'm
there
like,
must be
is
something
there
I can
anyone
use.
left?
Do not relent.
Come on, boys.
Our men flee the battlefield!
No, they don't. No, they don't. That's propaganda.
Stand ready.
Who's fleeing?
These guys here.
Okay.
Spear guard.
Unleash
They're trying to
fury.
lock me into these G Militia. I can't believe how well they've used these spears. Almost killed one of their generals.
Stand ready!
My Sentinel just doing her best to hold down.
Prepare.
Go, get into the back of Yangon. Kill him. Kill him off.
The enemy warriors are running.
Nice. Nice.
Actually gonna do this?
I don't know, maybe. Kill Yuan Shu.
Heal yourself.
Just going from general to general, hoping that I can kill them all off. Go, 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 go. Honestly,
Warguards are better
these
fighters.
9 Sentinel Cav, they are so tanky. They're just holding out.
Where's she? Is she still going? That's your wife, by the way.
Yeah, I know. She's over here. Look. Come on, lads.
Let's hope she does alright.
I'll pull the champ out and start using it to kill off some of the other units. This is a bloody battle. Only Khorne wins with this one, as Cyrillic says. So we've only put ourselves in bad battle situations.
Yes. Well, so that's naturally what you do, right? Yeah. You're not gonna fight the easy ones.
No, I mean, we've only initiated bad battle situations. Never put ourselves in a good situation.
Oh, she's coming back.
God. Oh, God. Brace, brace, brace,
Turn
brace.
and face.
Turn around, turn around, turn and face.
Everyone's just knackered as well.
Oh, he's not coming for him.
Make
There's only
ready.
5 of them.
To attention. Fight.
I'm terrified. As soon as she dies as well, we're going to start getting routes everywhere else.
Oh, you have captured this.
Yeah, we have
morale
captured.
point though.
It's going to help with them routing.
Yes.
Ready.
Oh, Ma Teng's routed. Ma Teng's not enjoying himself. 6 people left.
Come on, lads.
Go, go, go.
Let's get out.
Move.
Where is he? I bet he's still in there.
Probably.
Is that him?
No. No. He's there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, he's fine. I might actually use him to get in the back of these G militia here.
Kill them.
Brisky move.
Oh, mate, I need to do something.
Heed, warriors.
Come on, lads.
Oh no, more swords, guys.
Oh, these are back. I didn't even realise.
Chuck
Heal
him in.
yourselves.
I honestly can't believe how badly this is done.
I'm
Look
so
at this
scared.
meat grinder.
I'm so scared about this charge you're about to do.
It's like 2 battles in a row where it's gone really badly.
Steel yourself.
Pull back, pull back.
Hurry. Move.
They rout us. Rout
They're-
our
They're
unit.
already routing.
Oh, no.
Move.
A blood
Oh,
fury has
no.
overtaken
Oh, yes,
the
he's
men.
gone. That's actually helped. I think he's actually gained
Steel yourself.
health because my wife died.
No way.
Yeah, all right. Pull back, pull back, pull back.
So even though they hated each other, secretly deep down.
Well, he's still my
Yeah.
wife, right? I'm like, you killed my wife. Pull away from those Gen Sword Guard and just try and kill off your Anshu
Obviously,
himself.
if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, there's a chance she'll only be wounded. If you're lucky.
I don't know if that happens with generic characters. I think it's only the properly legendary guys, just to keep them engaged, keep them around.
Ready.
Oh, G Militia have ruined my game. Oh, they're capturing their point back as well. Get over
The
there.
music has got very somber.
It has.
Go, go, go.
Ma Teng still technically alive. Come on, lad. Look how tired he is.
He's going to die.
Attack.
Everyone's going to die.
You could withdraw.
This is the fall of our empire.
We were meant to kill Ma Teng in the second stream wheels, not in this one.
Sorry. My bad. Can we get up the hill? Clutch move here. Where are all our spear units? One is so far away. Still holding that point though.
You need to keep it. Oh,
Oh no 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 no.
Take heed.
Right, we've actually got a nice charge here. If we can
The
get there.
enemy
happened to
warriors
that guy?
are running.
Don't know. Oh, arrow tower.
Okay.
Go go go. Come on, boys. Oh. Right, that's broken now.
Mate, this is desperate.
This is so clutch.
Order corps. To attention.
They're holding. They're
No,
they're
no.
routed. It's just generals left. But we've almost killed all their units as well. Oh, come on, lads. Break them, break them, break them. They're almost broken.
You know what you could do? You could capture this out of the towers.
Look, the enemy
It's
run.
not a bad shout. Are they
Craven.
firing over here as well?
One of the towers is
Oh,
firing.
God, it is, yeah.
Prepare.
I think we have to, do you know.
Move.
Although, no, because we're just charging towards the arrow towers, so we're just going to lose vital men. Into the back of your Anshu. Yes! This is not a deserved victory. Kill him. He's
It's
routing.
gone. Pull back.
Pull back from the G Militia. Try and get a charge on
You
him.
could split them. Send March out one way.
No, they're gone. They're gone. Oh, my God.
Our victory grows ever closer.
That was 16 minutes of you just doing not good battles.
That is, if you look up the phrase, but at what cost?
Yeah.
There's just an image of us on Google.
Just jeez.
Oh my god. I feel like I need to apologise to everyone watching how badly that went.
I think you do.
This is what happens when you don't take any ranged units.
So why don't you have any in here?
I need to give her some, don't I? Because she gets bonuses to them at least. Yeah,
She's
we need a mod to change Pyrrhic victory to Ma Teng victory.
Celebrate!
Oh,
Our
my wife's
victory
dead.
was just.
My wife's dead. We've captured Yuan Shu, though. Ooh. Oh, what's he got? Spy Master.
Execute.
Oh, it gives you a special assignment. Aid espionage.
Execute.
Everyone in shout.
Execute.
Oh, yeah.
Execute.
He's
Consider
gone.
this a mercy.
See you later. I think we need to recruit.
Duty awaits. To war.
So,
Oh my
wife
God.
dead, but Yuan Shu dead.
Yes. Vital trade there. Vital trade. Murder. Gain the Spy Master. He's really cool, actually. Let's grab him.
Have to pay respect.
Yeah, we need a lot of Fs
For
in the
our
chat. A lot of Fs in the chat, please, people.
No F's for Yuan Shu. He's our enemy.
Yeah. Rank 7 Ma Teng. He survived. Somehow he survived. Oh my god.
And now, can you please recruit some ranged units?
Yes. Yes, I can.
You need a strategist.
I might get another strategist in.
Yeah, get him in.
Okay. What do we grab here? Is there one that gives replenishment? Because that
Getting all
would be
the
really
Fs
nice.
are in.
Charge speed would be good. Faction support, faction wide. That's really nice, actually. And discipline to stop them getting morale debuffs if their general dies.
Brickman says, is Taisha Su in the game?
Yes, he is. I
Yes,
think
Taisha Su
I'll
is in
actually
the
be able
game.
to see him because he's part of the Han Empire. Where is he? Is that him?
No.
Oh, there he is.
There is.
There's Taisha Su. Unfortunately, he's in a boat right now.
Oh.
But there he is. Taisha Su. He is a legend. I really, really like this guy. He's really cool. He's got a load of really cool abilities in romance mode where he can like bombard areas with arrows as well. Yeah, that is one of the most Pyrrhic victories of all time, I think.
But Yuan Shu died.
Huh?
But Yuan Shu did
You
die.
actually did die. And that's all that matters, really. It's all about acceptable loss, you know? Right, these guys are replenishing, and then we'll start making up for the rest of Anding. We've got a lot more cash now because all of our units died.
Yeah,
Let's start marching Ma Chao.
yeah, towards this. Who's gonna? Who's gonna? Oh, he's already done it. I missed that.
What?
I didn't.
Oh yeah,
realise
no,
he
I've
did
done that. Yeah, I've done that. We're building a proper town there now.
Gotcha.
I could actually just instant construct it.
I do love that button. People haven't seen that feature yet. You can
Yeah.
pay extra for instant construction on stuff.
Yeah, you
which
basically
if you
just throw money at the problem, and it can get really expensive. That was the level 1 building, so it's only
Yeah.
like 800. But when you do stuff like a proper like level
Yeah.
5 building or something, it's like 10 grand, something crazy like that. So that's going to give us more population growth, and satisfaction for our champions, which is really, really useful. We can get a new mission. Dire civil unrest. Tell me about it. Administration
Very aware.
office.
I was going to say you should look at remarrying, but you shouldn't look at remarrying
Why?
because it's on the family tree.
Ah, yes. Very true. No, it's diplomacy.
It could be.
Someone asking me to marry Yuan Shu's daughter. Oh, that's a bit creepy.
That's very creepy.
Very creepy. Cao Cao moving up into into E. He's taken quite a lot of Yuan Shao's territory here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yuan Shao's capitulating a little bit. I'm scared about this now, though. He's just out of range, thankfully.
I cannot.
Big. So they'll appoint their new leader in the next turn.
Yes, they will.
Let's start building.
Do you not want to build the what was it? What was he asking you to build? Administration office.
Want to get population growth or something?
But the mission.
Oh yeah, no, but we need a rank 3 town to do that.
Do you have a rank 3
I
town
do not. Population growth. That's what we want. Let's get some land development because 0 population there. Not really that useful, is it?
You got reform as well.
Oh, I do have a reform. Should we go more pop growth?
Probably.
It will give us. Ooh, peasant band. Yay. That'll give us some more administrative positions and public order.
And then have a look at this chain here, because then what's next? So 50
that'd be
food from fishing.
Fishing, replenishment, food production, satisfaction for champions, and spear warriors. If we go down this one, then we'll get sharecropping as well, which will give us all those buildings. And right at the bottom is Azure Dragons as well, which are really sick.
Yeah.
Didn't actually get to see them, unfortunately, last time. We did unlock them, we didn't get to see them. We could get another trade agreement. I don't know if anyone likes us enough to trade with us.
Valid point. Do you have any trade agreements right now?
Yeah, with Hansway. Let's just grab the agricultural tax relief. China thrives when its people thrive. They should not be burdened by undue tithes and burdens and debts.
Adson asks, which army does Lu Bu work for? Usually Dong Zhou. Is he still with Dong Zhou at the moment?
I don't think so, because he would have been the heir, so I think he would have taken over from Dong Ming. So he's probably off joined another faction somewhere. I think there are a few things in the works to maybe look at making it more visible where characters are, even if you can't see them on the map. I'm not going to confirm that. It's just one of the things that we're looking at now that we've got a little bit of extra time. But yeah, population is starting to grow across most of my provinces now. Hangzhou, hopefully, will start to get that as well. It's currently at -12 because of the public order, I believe. So hopefully when that starts increasing, which it is, yeah, there you go, then we'll get a bit more from that. Yeah, public order -12. So we're -4 at the moment, but that's starting to improve. We've got general skill point available if we can. Fire arrows and night battles, obviously.
Yeah. You got to get him in your army, I think.
Yeah. Should we take him off his... He's giving us more money at the moment, which is kind of handy. Tell you what, let's go in the court and let's get a new... But before I do this, though,
yes, please do
I am going to do a control save, because just in case it's the court in general, which is crashing out.
Do we want to do this now, 3 minutes before?
Yeah, well, it's our final action.
Final action.
Dian Wei-Zi is a legendary guy.
Here comes Guy, welcoming us with his cough.
Thank you, Guy. Right, let's grab him. And then next turn, we'll pop him in the army. Right. We'll end our turn there. See what happens. It's like a little cliffhanger. Liu Bei coming to try and murder us. That's going to end in
tears.
A lot of tears, probably. Oh, no, gone for head on. Interesting.
Bad for
Oh, Dongmin's got an army.
Sneaky.
Yuan Shu's bringing more forces around.
We detest you, but this must end. We will remember this.
All right. Right. Thank you very much for watching, guys. So, just a little sort of teasery start, just to get us up and running. Someone asked if Wheels is my real name. My real name is Michael Whelan. Wheels is my nickname. Just a little teasery start there. Yuan Yao becoming the faction leader. And we'll look at a few more things kicking off, I think, in the next few turns when we kick off again. Wednesday, 3 PM, next week, GMT that is. So that's +0 on the old time zones.
All true facts.
Come and join us for the next episode of our Ma Teng Let's Play.
And if you can't wait until then to know more about Records Mode, then you can join us in 2 minutes on the AMA on Reddit. So just go to Total War Reddit and you can see the AMA thread and just drop your questions there and we'll do our best to answer them. And it'll be others. I'll tell you who's there. It will be Attila, lead designer, you, content producer,
possibly
me.
I might go home and watch the football. We'll see.
You'll be there.
Were we supposed to do a food order?
I don't know. Me, I'm Tom. Life's going to be there, who's senior designer, and Dom will also be there. So there you go.
Fantastic. So yeah, come and join us on Reddit for that. Yeah, I'll come down. It'll be fine. Come and join us on Reddit for that, where you can answer your questions.
Someone said great plug. Don't know who it is, but someone on the Total War channel.
It's a great plug. It's a great plug. It was probably Guy, because he's sat right there. There you go. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. This has been Total War Live. I've been Michael Wheels Whelan. Been joined by my dad, Tom Hawkins.
Yep, that's
and we will join you next time for some more Ma Teng gameplay. Let's finish off the stream with a gong.